What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to my rise to fame. I'm at the end of the season with Plymouth Argyle. I'm going to do the update now and then there's going to be another update just at the end of season review when all the awards have been handed out and stuff. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all my remaining fixtures, my league table, a couple of player stats, logo manager of the month, things like that. I'm not going to show you like the team's individual stats because I've only here since January, so it's hard to reflect on how well they did under me, but I'll try and explain it as well as I can. So let's jump into the first fixture. So the first fixture of March was a massive 3-0 win over Morecambe. Rose, Doherty and David, I keep on saying David for some reason, David Foley getting us 3 goals there. And an emphatic win. I did say looking over the fixtures, it looked hard where we were going to pick up any wins. And to start off the month of March with a 3-0 win over Morecambe, who were, I think they were around us. I said that we didn't have them when I went over the fixtures, but we did actually have them. They were just above in the table, so to win 3-0 against them, huge class, huge performance as well. David Foley did really stand out and played very well. We had 4 shots on target. We had 3 clear-cut opportunities, so we did deserve the 3-goal lead. And 3-0 win in the end. Great result, really vital 3 points. Let's move on. So our next fixture was again another win. Luke Young and, I'm going to try and pronounce this guy's name. I was really poor. It's Basera I'm going to go with. They both scored in a game that went 2-0 up. They pegged one back in the 58th minute, so it was really tense near the end of the game. They were the better team coming into the game as well, so very vital results. Alex Marrow there picking up a man of the match performance with a 9 rating. It was a great game, yet again, picking up vital 3 points, and them 6 points there pretty much secured our survival from relegation. Yes, I'm going to kind of ruin it by saying we survived, but it was key. I think in the last game in Morecambe, I didn't actually mention this, but in the last game, I went counter after 20 minutes, and it really paid off as we started to come into the game. So coming into this fixture, I changed the tactic before the match, so we had a bit of time to prepare. I went to counter, build up play, so mentality, we were counter. And for some reason, we were getting more possession from this, and we played so much better. So going counter, picked up 6 points there, and very, very vital, like I say. 6 points is really hard for AFC Wimbledon to get, and it pretty much secured us from relegation. So let's move on to the next fixture. So we then lost 2-1 to Bradford. We couldn't maintain our good run of form. Hines and Jeffers making us 2-0 down in 20 minutes. Again, we played well. We fought back as hard as we could. 51% possession. But in the end, wasteful chances. Basara not having a very good game. And the team played average. Defence played quite well, apart from the 20 minutes. So again, poor start to the match. It's cost us the game. A very late goal by Marrow. Really going to be nothing more than a consolation with only 3 minutes added on. So, not quite a disappointing game. Bradford, again, were in and around us near that mark. So, not to pick up at least a point off of them was disappointing. I still wasn't mathematically secured from relegation at this point. Like I said before, I pretty much secured my relegation, but I wasn't mathematically. So, I could still lose every game. AFC could win every game. So, to lose 2-1, where a game where I felt we could get a draw out, and especially after they went 2-0 up, it wasn't really much of a trouble from them. It was just that we were wasteful. Just a pretty boring game apart from the first 20 minutes and the last 2 odd minutes where we scored. So, yeah, hopefully we could turn this around. In a way, I guess you say we could. We did. We drew 1-1 to Oxford. An own goal gave them their goal from ours. Disappointing not to pick up the 3 points here, but Oxford are a top half-table team, I believe, or they were above us at least, and to get a point out of there was another great performance from the team. Attackingly, we're much better, and still playing counter, we somehow had more possession, which really doesn't make sense. But I'm not going to argue with it. I mean, I'm picking up results here against teams that I've looked at and probably thought points lucky. If we scrape a win, we'll get dominated and stuff. But we've actually given these teams a run for their money. So a great point here, despite the fact it was an own goal very late on that cost us the game. Let's move on. Again, another one of these games where we could have and probably should have picked up all 3 points. But again, I'm happy with the draw. They did get a man sent off in the 81st minute. We went 1-0 up just before the 30th minute. And they equalised in the last minute. So an eventful game. A game that we, again, deserved 3 points in. The team played relatively well. Definitely didn't deserve... we definitely didn't deserve to get all 3 points according to match stats. In fact, we probably didn't deserve 1 point. If you look at how many shots they had. But they were wasteful with their chances. We took ours quite early on. They got a man sent off, and from when they got the man sent off, we should just wrap the game off. I should have put 5 in midfield, outnumbered them where I could. But no, I kept to my guns. I kept to my 4-3-3, and it cost us really, like I say, last minute goal. That was quite poor. So, but a point against Cheltenham, who are in the playoffs, I think, or in and around that area. So to me, that's a point get earned instead of a 2 point loss, despite how when they scored and things like that. I have to look at it positively, and I have to say, like I say, going into many of these games, I didn't feel like I was going to get any points, and so to get a point, fantastic game. We then came to a disappointing loss against Port Vale, but when you look at the match stats, you only had one shot all game. We were pretty much on the back foot, like you expect with counter, which this is more of a match stats that I kind of thought would reflect on the counter attack mentality. They scored in the 70th minute, leaving us very little time to get a goal back. But like there weren't really many counter-attack opportunities in this game, which is why we were limited to one shot and none on target. But Port Vale again, playoff team, so not too disappointed not to pick up a point there, especially how well I'd done previously. But our mini 2-match unbeaten run came to an end, and we needed to try and pick ourselves up one more time. We needed a 1 point, 3 point, something like that. We just needed to win one more game or pick up a result somewhere else, and we were mathematically then secured not to get relegated this season. So how do we do next? Now this was the game that had secured us our place in League 2 next season. A 0-0 ball draw pretty much, one shot on target all game from us. Defensively played quite well on both sides. Us in particular, they only had one shot all game. And it meant we were in League 2 next season, so I wasn't fussed. I didn't care how well we played, how well we didn't play. I put a young keeper in goal because I knew even if we didn't pick up a result in this match, AS Wimbledon had to win, so I tinkered around with the team. I put a young keeper in goal with a lot of prospect in front of him, a great future. So I just like fiddled around with the team a bit, and we managed to draw. So absolutely fantastic result. Means we're playing in League 2 next season, and my objective for the season was done. So that was the key thing. Hopefully that can improve my reputation. But I'm not going to improve my reputation anytime soon if I keep on losing games. At this point, like I said, I didn't really care. I was just fiddling around with the team, making sure players were just fit, given they won a game, kind of lost 2-0 to Wickham. But at this point, like I said, I didn't really care about the results. It was just about seeing what the team had in them, seeing how different players played and stuff like that, because I'm still not sure if I'm going to be here or not next season. I'm going to go more into that in a second, though. But yeah, I lost 2-0 to Wickham. But we won 1-0 against Chesterfield. Again, I didn't really care about results at this period of time. I played Matt Leconte. Some guy put him in the comments, where was he? He was in the reserves. And I was just waiting for my time where I could put him in. My strikers were playing quite well. And I felt, like I said, at this point in the season, it didn't really matter. So I thought I'd just shove him in, see how he plays. And he scored us a winning goal against top of the table. Absolutely great. We played counter. They didn't get a shot on all game on target. We had two clear-cut. I think we had 2 or 3 clear-cut opportunities, actually. We only took one of them, though. But that was more than enough for this, apparently, at that point. And Chesterfield managed to walk away from this game with 0 points. So fantastic result here. Didn't expect it whatsoever. I did point out we had Chesterfield top of the table. And fantastic performance all around from the team. So great 1-0 result there. And our last game of the 2012-2013 season, our first season in this rise to fame, we lost 3-2 to Gillingham. Quite a disappointing game. I thought we could have walked away with a draw. An own goal ended up dooming us to a loss, so that was quite disappointing. Admittedly, we did go 3-1 down, but Matt Fry picked up a very late consolation goal in a game that, like I say, maybe we didn't deserve to pick up a point. We might have earned a draw if we'd fought hard enough, but I'm not too fussed. That our last game this season, my head weren't in it. I was already thinking about recording this episode and stuff like that. And that wasn't too long ago, actually, 27th of August, so that's about, what's that, 30 days in April? Oh, not August, 27th of April, sorry. Is there 30 days in April? I'm terrible when it comes to stuff like that. So about 5-6 days. So yeah, that last game of the season, we lost 3-2, but that doesn't matter. Let's go into the league table and see where all them great results put us in the end. So we finished... Wait, what? We're not on there. I'm joking. So we finished 20th in the table. Not too bad. When you look at how many points we were away from relegation, it's 12 points. Quite respectable, I'd say, when we just wanted to survive relegation. Not a bad finish whatsoever. When I came, we were 21st or 22nd, so I did end up improving. I actually enjoyed my time at Plymouth, surprisingly. I ended up getting AS Wimbledon relegated. I'm going to say I did because, well, it was pretty much my shit management at the start of the season, which cost them their position in the Football League. But let's go to past positions. You'll see that we had a relatively good run of form when I joined. I don't know when I joined, but we're going to make a rough estimate. I'm going to say we joined around there because I remember being around here. Not sure if that's true or not, but I do remember being just above the relegation zone for a while. So as you see, we didn't have the best run of form. This is when I won a couple of games, when I drew a couple of games. Did skyrocket me up to 17th, and I was hoping we'd finish the season there, somewhere in and around their 17th, 18th, 19th role. But we ended up dropping down. We did pick up a win, but it didn't put us anywhere in the Chesterfield match there. And we lost our last game of the season, so it dropped us down. But overall, I'm happy with my time here. It wasn't too bad. Okay, I didn't have the skylight. I thought I'd finish mid-table with FC Wimbledon at the start of the season, but this is how management works. You don't always get what you want, don't always get what you think and predict you're going to get. Depends how teams react to your formation, how you play, things like that. And for Plymouth, it wasn't too bad. We played relatively well, but I definitely think that's a club there that can get at least mid-table, top half the table of League Two if they play well enough together as a team and improve in certain positions. So let's have a look at team stats. Let's go into. So of course we're not going to be anywhere up there. Why did I even go on that? Player stats, are we anywhere up there? Surprisingly, yes, actually, David Foley is up there for shots on target ratio. Shame he couldn't convert majority of them, but more than capable, I guess. Are we anywhere in the goal scoring actually on this? Let's check. Goals. Are we anywhere on goals? Because I know, yeah, David Foley scored 10 goals, so that's not too bad. It's respectable enough. Fagan scored 8 goals. Paul Watson scored 7 there. Bassara scored 6. Griffiths scored 5. Young scored 5. So we had a decent amount of goal scorers in our side. So we got some awards. Did we pick up any awards? I think someone did. I'm not to remember. I may be getting this confused with my Billericay save. Let's have a look at different awards. Goal of the month. Did we get anywhere there? Yeah, Luke Young scored a goal of the month. I'll show you that right now. So basically, let's have a look at this. So big ball from the keeper. Pritchard headers it on. Young beats one player, one-on-one with the keeper, and just smashes it in. Apparently, that was good enough for goal of the month. So I'd hate to see what the other goals were like. But let's go back into the awards. Manager of the month, of course. Not going to be anywhere up there either. League 2 Player of the Year. Why did I even click on that? Of course, there's not going to be anyone done for this year. Player of the month. Anyone in there from us? No. Oh. Anyone in there? No. Anyone in for February? That was when I roughly took over. So, didn't get anyone in Player of the Month. All about young Player of the Month. Occasionally, we can get a good player in there. I mean, our squad's quite young. Nope, no one in there right now. March. No. All the shot and doing quite well there. No. So, sadly, our players didn't get any recognition. So, only goal of the month to really talk about there. And I think that's it for what we can do. Like I say, league table, we finished respectably 20th, so it's not too bad. Now, here comes the decision. I want to do an update now so I could sort of do something with you guys. So it's reached that stage in the season where I now have to decide, do I sign another contract with Plymouth or don't I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I want you guys to comment below. Should I stay or should I go? So I've got to the end of the season and what I'll do is I'll go up to that time. I'll stop playing. I'll save it, and I'll wait for you guys to comment. I'll give you 2-3 days to comment whether I should stay, whether I should leave, look for another club, because I don't know whether I can get a better job, but I just feel like maybe I can. I just feel, oh, maybe I could get a better job in another country or something. So, leave your suggestions below. Leave your suggestions below. What should I do? Should I stay? Should I leave? Should I sign another contract? If so, how long for? A year or two, maybe just 1 year. So, like I say, comment below, like the video. Until next time, peace out.